In this part, you'll learn a simple cheat code for choosing which questions to do first. Instead of fighting the paper in a random order, you'll sort questions into clear levels and tackle them in a smart sequence, so the whole exam feels like a system you can control. One of the biggest exam traps is answering questions in the wrong order. Most students start at question 1 and move straight down, even when a tough early question slows them to a crawl. Time quietly drains away, panic rises, and easy questions stay blank. Here, you'll flip that pattern. Secure easy marks first, then take on the harder ones. Think of your exam not as one long, scary paper, but as a set of traffic lights. Some questions are green. You understand them fast and can score quickly. Some are yellow, possible, but slower or slightly unsure. Others are red, confusing, risky, or time heavy. Your first job is to sort questions into A, B, or C before you start solving. Category A questions are your confidence boosters. When you read them, your first reaction is, I know this. You see the method almost instantly, and you've solved very similar problems many times before. They're fast to answer, low risk, and give great marks for the time spent. These should always be your first picks to grab easy marks and build momentum. Category B questions are the grinders, the yellow light ones. You roughly know the topic, but you need time to think, plan, or calculate. They're not super fast, and a rushed step can easily cost marks. The rule is simple. After securing your easy category A marks, come back and steadily work through these. Category C questions are your time traps. When you read them, your confidence drops, they feel unfamiliar, or you usually get them wrong. They're often slow, long derivations, heavy writing, or complicated logic for not many marks. The risk is high, you can get stuck or panic. Treat these like a red light. Mark them, skip them at first, and only return if you have spare time at the end. Right after the exam begins, your job is not to solve anything, it's to do quick reckon. Spend the first 2 to 5 minutes scanning every question. Don't read deeply. For each one, ask yourself, how confident do I feel? How much time will this probably take? How many marks is it worth? Then label it in the margin as A, B, or C. Trust your first instinct and move on quickly. Your default order in any exam is A, then B, then C. First, attack every A level question you can find. These are fast, comfortable marks, secure them before anything else. Next, grind through the BS. They need effort, but they're still good value for your time. Only after that do you risk the CS, the hard or slow questions. Ignore question numbers. Follow your A, B, C labels instead. Starting with A level questions isn't just about marks, it's about psychology. Early easy wins boost confidence and calm nerves, so your thinking becomes clearer. Those answers also bank guaranteed points. Even if the paper gets rough later, you already locked in a solid base. There's also a warm up effect. Simple questions switch your brain into exam mode, so by the time you meet B and C questions, you're faster, sharper, and less intimidated. A, B, and C are personal labels. A simply means easy for you, right now, in this subject. The same question could be effortless for a math whiz and painful for a history lover, or the opposite. Your job is to label questions based on your own strengths and mock test history, not on what classmates or textbooks say should be easy. Sometimes a tough, compulsory question feels like a game boss. You can't skip it, but you also can't let it wreck your whole paper. Treat it as a strategic B question. First, secure marks on easier A questions. Then, tackle the boss in the middle of the exam with a strict time limit. Calmly write every step and idea you do know, grab partial marks, and then move on. Never let one boss question stall your entire game. When you can choose between questions, your goal is not to prove how smart you are, it's to collect marks efficiently. Quickly label each option A, B, or C using your confidence and expected time. Then pick the option that's A or B for you, even if it has slightly fewer marks. Its marks per minute will usually be higher. Ignore prestige questions. Don't pick the flashy, difficult proof just to impress. Pick the one you can finish accurately and fast. Here's how a 90-minute exam can flow. First, a quick scan and label phase. You're just understanding the paper and marking A, B, C. Then comes the A sweep, where you secure all the easy, high speed marks and build momentum. Next is the B grind, solid, medium questions where you steadily add marks. Finally, you use the last block for risky C questions and a fast review. With this timeline, you decide what happens each minute instead of the exam controlling you. Here's how to use what you've learned. In your very next mock, treat it as a strategy workout. Deliberately spend the first minute scanning, labeling A, B, C, and setting rough time targets. Afterward, review the paper. Did you really go A, then B, then C? Where did you break your own rules? Then refine your labels. Notice any fake A or fake C questions and adjust. You're not just taking exams anymore, you're running them.